Cheers, queers. Welcome to the pod.
Welcome to the pod.
Working on the jingle still.
We don't... I mean, why do we have a jingle, though, if we already have a song in the beginning?
Oh, I don't know. I think I just like to just like do a little sing-songy. Do. I don't know.
Okay. Hello.
Welcome to the chaos. Once more.
Chaos. Is this straight? Unlike my sexuality? Already chaotic and nonsensical, as per usual.
On brand.
So, how are you doing?
Yeah, you know.
You've had
I'm getting by. Today is the start of a new week.
That's true.
And we're going to just tough it out this week, okay? It's going to be fine. What about you? How are your arms feeling?
Oh, yeah. I did physical activities this week. And I haven't worked out in like a year. Like actually working out, I haven't worked out in like a year and a half. Like any sort of work. Like I skate, and that's fine. And people say it's cardio, but really I skate and then I'm going down a hill and I'm not doing anything. So
you're just letting gravity take you.
Just take me. I use my board to get to places faster, easier.
Yep.
To be honest. And then, yeah, I haven't been on my longboard since January. So I went on it Thursday. That night, my friend hit me up I used to do Krav Maga in Chelsea. Mm-hmm. And an old friend hit me up and was like, do you want to come out tomorrow? I was like, bro, I'm out of shape.
Dude, so you threw yourself into that shit knowing?
And I know exactly how it feels. I remember my very first class there, too. I mean, it could be way worse, because my very first class there, I legit could not move the day after. But yeah, everything hurts, and I'm weak. I'm so weak.
Weak with a capital H.
Yeah, weak. There's not even an H in that. It's very...
It is, though.
I went in knowing exactly. My friend's like, you ready? I was like, no. You know that nervous laugh where you're just scared? I'm so weak.
You know, you could always go back to it, though.
I know. I've been wanting to try to work out again, you know that, but it's just getting started. I'm always tired.
You know, I think it's getting started that's tough.
Yeah, getting started for me is
and then also keeping the momentum.
Yeah, I think when I was taking classes, it was nice because I don't have to think about what I was doing for working out.
Mm-hmm. You know what I want to try? I want to be one of those queers who rock climbs.
Oh, I used to rock climb also. I was one of those queers. I still have my rock climbing shoes and stuff in my...
I actually want to try it. I want to do some indoor rock climbing.
We can.
I feel like I'd be terrified though, because like heights... Like, I'm not deathly afraid of heights, but...
They have lower ones, too, though. Especially if you're first starting. Depending where you go. I know I always went to... oh, wow. The name is escaping me. It has a couple of different locations. There's one in Queensbridge and one in Gowanus. Wow. I can't think of the name of it. I'll look at it. But it's a pretty big gym. And there's some with, like, shorter walls. And there's higher ones for sure. Because I do bouldering. I don't do ropes and stuff.
Oh... Wait, so you don't have a harness? Oh, excuse me. No, I want a harness. I want ropes.
You do have to take an intro class for that because they have to teach you how to do all that stuff.
Well, yes, I want that too. Please, like I don't know. I know fucking nothing. I want to know all the things. Teach me. I will be your grasshopper. Please. I've always had a weaker upper body. Like, you know, I've always been a dancer and like I feel like my strength is in my legs. Mm-hmm. And I'm just really, really strong in my lower body. But my upper body, I've needed to really up my workouts on my upper body. Like NX yoga and Pilates have really helped a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I
used to lift a lot as well. And I'm trying to get back into lifting. But I need something like that's gonna get me active, you know? Like I don't want to just like focus on like these push-ups. Like I kind of want to train my arms to do push-ups. I want to train my body to do
that's
that.
Why when I used to train for Spartan races, it's different training. But all of the obstacles I would have trouble on were upper body ones, and it mostly has to do a lot with your back strength too. So I built up my back strength like a motherfucker. Like I used to not be able to do a push-up when I first started Spartan race, not push-up, pull-up for Spartan races.
Pull-ups are hard for me.
I don't know if I can still do them.
Tell me how. So I used to live in another apartment a couple years ago, and I didn't notice this before, but like the ceilings are pretty low there, and I was working out a lot during that time, and I tried to like get in like my doorway, and like there was a kind of like a ledge on my bedroom doorway there.
Oh, you try to do like.
And like, yeah, and I was just kind of like, and I did like a good 5 of them. And I was so excited. I was over the moon. But the doorway was like a couple inches above my head. Like the ceilings are so low in that apartment that I swore I was like fucking Hercules with my shit. I was like, oh my God, look at me.
Look how high
I'm fire. No, it was nothing.
Wait, pause. Do certain things I would still work out at a normal gym, but I would just kind of like adjust stuff the way that I needed, and that's how I liked working out. It was fun. I had worked so hard on my upper body too. I could finally do pull-ups like easily pretty well.
Wow.
Started being like rope climbs and shit. I was like, yeah,
you were ripped.
I was never ripped. I've never had definition in my life because I like food.
See, and that's why I will never have it either.
But I had strength. Much. But you could tell I was fit. I just wasn't like cut or anything.
When you work out a lot, do you tend to get hungry more?
Oh yeah, I eat a ton.
Yeah, I think that's.
And I'm already
issue.
Hungry. You've seen me eat. I already am a hungry person.
That's my issue. When I start working out, I cannot stop eating. You know, and then I be smoking too. So it's just like, it adds to it because I get munchies like a motherfucker. Like, I just cannot stop eating.
Remember that time we went to the CVS because you just had munchies, like, after we recorded? You're like, can we get snacks?
And I ate them all, too. Like, delicious.
We go rock climbing. Let's go. It's fun. You know what I used to use? I used to use ClassPass because I would get pretty cheap one, and I would go to the same place, like, every once in a while.
I had ClassPass once, and I let it just...
Oh no!
I don't just go.
I only use it for rock climbing though, because I got like the $20 one, which is not bad of a price. So I used all of my like credits or whatever to just go towards rock climbing. Because then I only paid like $10-$20 for Planet Fitness, so that was
Oh, I had a Planet Fitness too.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
My friend says that when I burp. Bless you. I say hot every time someone burps. Hot.
With an AW.
I was doing it to my friend the other day, and I do it so naturally. I was like, I don't know if she knows why I keep doing that.
She's like, okay, that's hot. Okay, fine. Sure.
Hot.
I also want to learn how to swim finally.
Oh yeah, and we gotta get you back on a bike. It's so useful to ride a bike around, like,
I really want to learn how to ride a bike so badly. Like, I also feel like I walk everywhere, so I think that riding a bike would be just better cardio, I think.
You can also get places faster.
That too.
And if you just use the city bikes, you just drop it off at a spot, whatever.
I also want a bike.
Yeah, I have one right there if you see it.
Yeah. Is that like one of the light ones? Oh, okay, I can see
it doesn't... mine's very old school. It's one of those ones where you backpedal to brake.
Oh.
But there's a reason why I do that. So fixies rely a lot on the chain for braking, but I don't trust that. And so the gear that makes you brake with your back wheel is the gear inside the wheel. So you're not really relying too much on your chain and putting too much tension on it.
Yeah.
And it also makes my bike light. I hate brake cables. I have brake, but I have a front brake for like emergencies, or if I'm like going down a fat hill, it's just extra power with the back brake. And so I really only ride a single speed bike. I just don't like dealing with gears because when you have to fix it, I know how to fix it, but it's annoying. And I don't like to deal with it. I like light and easy. Those cyclists around here, like the really serious people, they're rude and also very aggressive. Because when I skateboard, I can't go that fast. And sometimes I ride in the street. It depends where I am, though. Like, I'll be, like, in a bike lane. I usually am to the side so people can pass me. But, man, people be speeding past you. Sometimes people will ring their bell at me, and even though it's a little jarring, at least they're telling me that they're there.
Yeah.
But, man, people will zoom past you and get real fucking close, though. It's not like they're going around me. They're like, I'm like, bro.
Nah, man, that would give me so much anxiety. I can't.
People are a little rude.
You know, I just need to get on a bike and go, because I was watching something, I don't remember what, but the girl was like, oh, I think it was The Bachelor. The girl was like, I haven't been on a bike since I was like 10 or like 12 or whatever.
She shit?
No, she just got on and she just went.
Oh, well, you know that saying. It's like riding a bicycle.
I know. That's exactly what I said. I was like, oh, it's really like riding a bike. Like, I need to just get on it, learn, and then just go. Just go, Mel. You can do it. You can do it. You can just balance. You're a dancer. You can balance.
She's a dancer.
I'm a dancer. You know?
Yeah, you have balance, the fuck? It's
scared.
harder when you're going slow, though. I have to tell you that picking up a little speed does help you a lot.
I've noticed.
Yeah, we'll get you on a bike. We gotta get you on a bike. You gotta learn how to swim.
Before all that, I need to go to some orthopedic person for
with your
knees.
crackly knees.
Because I got crunchy ass knees.
They are crunchy. When I finally could hear it, when you sent me that video, you're like, okay, I gotta show you this now. And she texted me a video, and I was like, dude, the second I heard it, I was like, oh my God. What did I say? I was like, you're like some fucking rickety ass rattan furniture.
It sounds like crumpled paper. Like, I Googled it, and it's called the knee crepitus.
It sounds terrible.
I don't think, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's crepitus. Yeah. It's just, you know, your knees are just popping and cracking. Like
popping and cracking.
Like Rice Krispies.
Yo.
Those are my knees.
Like, I don't know what I was expecting.
It's really tough. It's really tough.
You should really get that.
But it's because, like, apparently it's because the patella is misaligned. Oof. Coming over here, I sat on the seat of the train, and my knees both said, thank you, as I sat down. And it was just one stop. It was just one stop. Like, I normally would be like, oh, yeah, I'm just standing here. Usually I'll just, like, give my seat up for people, you know, because, like, I'm good. I'm athletic. Not.
I'm a dancer. I did athletic things.
Nope. I had to sit
yogi.
down. I had to sit down. Lord, my knees. Oh, my God. Oh, man. This is tough. Getting old is hard.
Well, it's also, I'm surprised because, like, you do stretch and you do yoga and stuff. I'm surprised you're all.
I think it's really just my anatomy. The fact that I have
scoliosis too.
I have scoliosis, and I think it's all, I think I got scoliosis due to my flat feet. I think it was my fallen ankles, falling, like, inside, and misaligning everything in my body.
Yeah, body alignments are a huge thing.
Yeah.
You do need some insoles, bro.
Yeah.
You need the right ones, though.
The right ones, because I feel like I've gotten insoles before, and they've all been really hard or uncomfortable. Or
there are road runners around here. They'll like fit you to like what type of insole you need.
I need that.
I wear Vans because they're flat, and I put an insole that just kind of super cheap one, but it just fills in the space where my foot doesn't go.
Yeah.
And they're usually fine. Usually flat shoes are okay because I put an insole in.
How do you feel about those shoes that have the toes?
I hate them. I don't like things in between my feet and my toes. Like toe socks, I hate them.
I hate them. I don't like them either.
I understand the reason for them because I do like to be barefoot a lot.
I do too.
And it's really just to like protect your feet, and I get it. But I don't like the feeling of stuff between my toes. I just don't like it.
I don't either. I
don't like toe. I would just go like, I would rather just go barefoot and fucking risk it.
Yeah, honestly. Like, even like the thong sandals.
Like, I'll wear them, but they flop so much.
I hate them.
But fucking slides, like, sometimes will literally slide off my foot. Or they give you the weirdest fucking tan.
Oh my God.
I have to wear the thong flip-flops because I would rather have that tan than a slide tan.
At least you got a 10. A bitch like me, white with a capital H. White. I can't get 10 on my feet. What? No. Snow White feet.
Yo, this is my winter coat. Wait till the summer comes.
You be getting dark.
I'm gonna be straight from the Philippines.
You get
fresh off the boat.
Dark.
Fresh off the boat.
Fresh off the boat.
Hoi pare.
You know what's crazy? As I'm here sitting, my knees hurt. On the next episode of Millennials, millennial suffering.
And the thing is that we're not even elder millennials.
No!
We're like kind of in the middle-ish.
Oh, God.
Maybe towards the elder millennial, but not really.
I need to do better. I need to do better. I need to do better. I'm going to just switch seating.
going back on the talk about like how you eat more and stuff when you're working out, but I have a surprise for you.
Holy hell! Surprises! What do you got?
Got some of these for you.
Holy shit!
Oh my god! This one's already open, but I have 2 boxes of it. Here, I just got this. I got some Swiss rolls.
Oh my god! Did you see someone in the comments said to freeze them?
Yeah, I know. Someone's told me that before. I have tried it, and I got some seafood.
Oh my god! What have you done? Oh my god! What's first? What's first? What do we tackle first?
I've already been eating Swiss rolls for 3 days.
I want a Swiss roll because I haven't had one in a minute.
Okay, Swiss rolls.
I've had these recently.
My cousin, you know how she messaged me about the little Debbie ice creams? Yes. I remember Kayala had sent me something about that a while ago, and they only sell them at Walmart. But there's one near his boyfriend's place, hot, in Long Island, and he was like, I'm gonna try to get some. And I was like, if you get them, all 3 of us need to try it on the podcast because I've never had any of them. And I need to try the Christmas tree one because my cousin's like, it's my favorite one.
I need it. I fucking need it. Oh my god. Just this like packaging right now, man. I'm sorry. This is just taking me all the way back, man. I don't know. Maybe I've told myself not to purchase these again as an adult just so that I'm like, I'm gonna say, you're an adult. What are you doing?
Well,
why are you eating this?
Who gives a fuck?
I don't know. Like,
what is an adult food? Who gives a fuck?
I don't know. Something with not this much sugar.
We eat plenty of
sugar. Oh my god, it smells so good.
I'm gonna do it because the chocolate does kind of come out here. This is why people come here to watch us eat.
Fucking hell. Fuck.
ASMR, we're just chewing into the microphone.
Oh my god, this has quickly turned into a mukbang. Now we have to try one of each.
Ooh, mukbang.
Mukbang, baby! Bonus for you. Just ASMR drinking whiskey and Swiss rolls. And eating Swiss rolls? What is happening to us? What chaos is this?
After I said I wanted to start working out again.
It's just, the balance here. And so we're going to give you balance.
I haven't had a zebra cake in a long time.
I haven't had one in a minute, too.
I want to try that one.
All right, that's next. Oh, my God. I'm having the time of my life. This is crazy. This feels great.
Surprise.
Thank you so much. You're the best.
I was like, ooh. Because I found them. I was like, ooh, I'm going to get these in surprise bowls. I was going to tell you about it, but I was like, no. I want to surprise. I like these surprises.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know this, but like we actually just ate.
We just ate.
Not too long ago. Like
we ate a lot.
We went in on some tacos.
I actually ate before we went out to eat. Because I didn't know. I figured she already had food before she got here.
And I did.
And then she was like,
and I did.
Did you have lunch yet? And I was like, I mean, I could eat. Then we got a bunch of like really fat tacos.
I had a whole ass Wawa sandwich. I had a whole ass. Just a whole ass.
Just delicious.
And then I got really hungry again. So I was like, yo, tacos. And now this dessert. I'm in heaven.
Oh, fuck, I forgot. All of these come with like 2 in one.
Why are you eating them so fast? Let's savor this. Let's savor this right now. I just got 2 cavities filled in the other day. And then one that chipped, too. It was a whole thing. My
I've
mouth
only
was so
had
numb the other day.
1 cavity in my whole life, but it was like just a little bit. They said it was starting to form, so they filled it before anything happened.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the most I've ever had.
I've never used to get cavities when I was a kid. Like, never. And then, just recently, I'm starting to get cavities. The last time I went to get a cleaning, Heather was like, oh, you have a small one down here. It's small, but let's just fill it in just in case. A couple months go by, and I'm like, why do I still feel sensitivity in my teeth? Like, I shouldn't feel that. And then a month later, I go back. I think it was a month later. I went back, and she was like, oh, that's normal. Don't worry. And I'm here like, okay. I go back in last week, and they're like, oof, you have 2 cavities over here. And then the other one, I think it chipped, and that's why you're having the sensitivity. I was like, fucking hell. You know what's crazy? The dentist was like, you have a clean mouth, though. Oh, my God. I could barely find some gold right here. I usually find it right here on the bottom. And I don't find anything. And I'm here like, but I still got cavities. So what are you telling me?
I don't know what to feel right now.
You know, I'm upset. I had a job like $400 right now because of you. Fucking hell.
I had gum issues a couple years ago. So when I finally started going to the dentist after like 2 years, I had to get like a whole deep cleaning. I had very bloody gums.
Oh no.
But they're okay now. Like some of them receded and probably will never really like go back, but they're okay. And I just try to floss and brush my teeth. And I mouthwash at night. Like I'll floss, brush, and mouthwash.
Yeah.
At night.
Yeah.
Morning's just a brush.
Yeah, just a nice brush in the morning. Sometimes I'll get lazy at night and I won't. Yeah. The day I went to get my cavities filled, my mother was like, your gum is swollen here. Do you have anything crunchy today? And I was like, yes, garlic toast.
Garlic toast.
Garlic toast.
Just a little garlic toast. Nacho Libre always comes up in my life and he's just like, do you want some toast?
Garlic toast.
Toast.
Toast. Okay, I had a question. Why do old people always walk around with their hands folded in the back like this?
Yeah, like old Asian people where they just kind of walk around like,
yeah.
Just
why? And I've also seen, like Dominican, like old Dominican men, like old Latino men, like they just...
I feel like just old people.
I just want to know why that is. Like, is it just an old person tendency? Is it because they didn't get the little scratchies one day and they just like want to go on a little walk? Like, what is it about old people? They always got to walk like that. And they always like
it always looks like they're pondering too about something. I don't know what, but
always looking for something.
Looking for something or thinking. Like, what are you thinking about? Like,
yeah.
Truly.
Why?
And it's always like the parks that have like chess boards in there.
Yes, lots of pigeons so that they can feed. They gotta feed the birds. They must feed the birds.
I want to be one of those old Asian ladies that does Tai Chi in the park.
Oh my God, they're so sweet.
They're great. I love them.
They'd be like,
I'm gonna start wearing like see-through visors that I wear to bingo.
I want to play bingo in my old age. I used to love playing bingo when I was little with the old people, like my old aunts and uncles and my cousins.
My mom did it when she wasn't even that old. She used to always go out to bingo when I was really young. Yeah. And now she doesn't do it at all. I'm like, this is the prime bingo age, Mom.
Yeah, man.
Prime bingo age. This is
when you have to hit the bingo up.
This is when you have 4 cards. She used to have the stamps, like the stamps that you just use to mark them. She don't do that anymore.
My aunt and my uncle used to hold these bingo nights at their house. My dad would join, my mom would join, like other friends of theirs would join. And I'd be like my little like 7-year-old self, like at the table, like, can I play too? And they just like give me a couple cards with no money, because what money they were like, you can play with a quarter. I'm like, okay.
My family bets with quarters and stuff when they play poker. They play a bunch of different types of poker. They'll do Texas Hold'em, but they'll do a bunch of other stuff, do some wild shit like that. And they dragged Charlie into it they didn't really drag her. She wanted to join. She was like, I want to fit in. I was like, I don't even play poker with my family. I never do. But she went to go play with them because every family gathering, it turns into like, if my uncle is there, if any of my uncles or aunts are there, they'll play with my dad and my mom and play poker.
Yeah.
That used to be growing up at family parties. All the kids would be doing their own thing and all the old heads just playing poker.
Yeah, the old heads in my family would play dominoes.
I've seen that in other people's households.
Dominoes, for sure. And like when I was younger, I didn't know what was going on and I always wanted to play. And then the thing is, my dad is very competitive. So competitive when it came to bingo, when it came to dominoes, when it came to everything. And sometimes I would, try to play, and like he would be like, all right, throw one out. See if you know what's happening here.
See if you know.
Yeah. And like I would, and then you know how like you can put it over here, you put it on this side, you can put it on that side.
Yeah.
Right? So I would try to, fit the piece there, and he'd be like, no. Quítala. Take it out. And I'm just like, yo, but I'm trying to play, and you this is how you're teaching me? You can't teach me like this. Like, he had no patience with me at all. My dad tried to teach me how to play the acoustic guitar. Didn't work. No patience. Also, really tender fingers. Apparently, you have to keep playing, though, so that you can just build them up. Because after, if you're not playing that much, they'll just go away.
I have like a really hard time learning instruments, I realize. So.
Yeah, same.
In languages.
Languages I think are fun. I like studying them.
I've tried. It's just... my brain doesn't.
And it's weird. You're a Gemini. You're just supposed to be good with that.
I'm supposed to be good?
Yeah, apparently Geminis are supposed to be good at picking up languages and stuff.
No.
Air sign things.
It's very hard for me. I have to think too hard.
I think my favorite way of learning languages is through music. I've been listening to a lot of like French music lately, and like Brazilian Portuguese music, which is, I'm still trying to pick that up too. But it's just really hard to learn languages when you don't really know anybody who speaks that language. I think immersion helps a lot. That's why I feel like when people learn languages and then they go study abroad, or they just go stay in the place for like a year or two.
I'll kind of understand what you're saying, but I can't answer back. Just answer back in English.
All right, it's time to talk to you in Spanish. No. Time to talk to you in Spanish.
It's gonna be hard. It's like that TikTok I sent you. Millennial minds, just always a song.
It's always a song, everything. But like, I also pictured NSYNC singing that, and it got real gay in my head. It got real gay.
I mean, 1 out of 5 wouldn't care, I guess. But I did have a couple of things. As in with the climate of the world right now, with the Tennessee and the trans, is it a ban on just generally like trans healthcare and trans events and stuff?
I think it's like trans events, like I think if you're dressing in drag in public too.
Oh, I think. Which is wild. I don't know. They're not doing anything to me. And people always say it's about the children. Like, is it? You didn't seem to care before.
No.
It's only because things are happening now, but there's so many other things that are affecting children that isn't this. Mm-hmm. And also so many young queer youth who didn't see anything and were forced into being straight because they thought that was the only thing that they could do. And then the suicide rates of trans youth, bisexual youth, queers, high. We didn't have anything around. And I don't know, drag queens are so friendly to kids. They'll just be like, hello.
I actually think kids love drag queens
because they're just dressed up. They're campy. Camp is interesting to them. They're just like...
camp is everything.
Because it's usually over-exaggerated. Yeah. That's the point, And so it's just fun costumes for kids. I mean, kids don't really care. It's the adults who care. Because I've told you this story. And in an example of kids don't really care because they're just kids is... my niece is like 6, and this past Christmas, me and Charlie are in California with my family visiting. We're staying at my mom and dad's house, and we were playing video games with her. My friend Jason was with us, just the 4 of us playing in a room together, and I was calling Charlie babe or whatever, and she goes, "Why did you call her babe? Do you have a crush on her?" And Charlie goes, "Yeah, I have a big crush on her." And then my niece just goes, "That's gay." And we were,
"That's gay."
She really was like, "That's gay." And we were like, "Yeah." And then Jason over was like, "I'm also gay, you're surrounded." We all just kind of laughed at it and we giggled. And then we just went back to playing video games. That was a whole conversation with my niece. And that was it.
Just that's an observation.
Gay. And that was it. And we were like, yeah. And she's just like, okay. And then we continued with video games. And that was it. That was the whole thing. She doesn't care.
No one cares.
Doesn't care.
Really. It's just, I think people make it about themselves a lot.
Also the word sexuality unfortunately has sex in it. But talking about sexuality doesn't mean talking about sex. You could literally just be like, if there's two moms dropping their kid off at school and your kid asks about it, you're just like, oh yeah, they have two moms. Some families look different from our families, and that's okay. That's literally it. That's the whole thing. That's it.
But you know what it is? I think that heterosexuality, straight people, is just so much of the norm in these kind of communities that the fact, like, they don't even say, like, come on, they fight so that they don't have to even say the word sex to their kids. Like, they just don't want that to come up at all, you know? So if, like, one of their kids are like, Mom, what's sexuality? Or, like, something like that.
Yeah, I wish there was another word for it.
Where did you hear that from? We're pulling you out of that school immediately.
Yeah, sexuality doesn't mean you're talking about sex necessarily.
They're just scared of the word. They're scared of...
I wish there was another word for it.
What they don't know. I mean, orientation.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that is a way to say it.
But it is sexual orientation, I feel.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's also... I'm sure a lot of people, the whole drag thing, like, drag's been around forever, guys. Have you ever watched a Medea movie? Have you watched Mrs. Doubtfire? Have you watched Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler?
When plays back in the day, when plays were only...
Men dress as women.
Men dress as women because women weren't allowed to play roles.
Shakespeare plays. They weren't, literally just weren't allowed to do shit, so men dress as women. Mm-hmm. Was that gay back then? And also, I'm not gonna lie, our ancestors were gay as hell. Yep. I mean, the Greeks, the Romans, that shit gay. Come on. It's fluidity. I don't know. It's more just, I just want people to be like, some families look different than ours, and that's okay. You don't have to go into they like each other or anything like that. As if a lot of people are, it's just... I'm not a homophobe, but it's just being pushed. I'm like, it's not being pushed. I mean, since I was a kid, I've seen cartoons with boys and girls kissing all the time. Mm-hmm. And they're kids shows. And if you ask me to name some, I have plenty if you really want to
go. We can be
all normal cartoons that a lot of us grew up with, which is also why I think parents were like a lot of cartoons were bad for you or whatever it was. It's just like, it's all normal things. It's not... I feel like heterosexuality has been pushed more than anything.
Yeah.
But also just trans people are people, man. They're just people trying to live their lives, and just because they have their own way of living, it doesn't have to affect you at all. So I watched And Juliet. It's a new play.
How was it?
I went with some coworkers.
Ask you.
I went with some coworkers. It's a jukebox, which is popular songs, right? Mm-hmm. So not original songs. And it's basically if Juliet didn't kill herself when Romeo killed himself.
Right.
Very much pushing like women empowerment and stuff, but also it's very queer also. Ooh. There's some queerness in it. But also they have William Shakespeare and his wife in kind of it's like they pause the play sometimes and they'll discuss. He's like, what do you mean? What part of this play? So like William Shakespeare is in it. And they do the part where when like the queer part, they did some line about Juliet where his wife was like, oh, a man who's known to have men play as women in this place.
Ah, yes.
And a bunch of other shit. I thought it was very funny. And it's, Melissa, when I tell you it is a millennial playlist to the millennial playlist of all time.
It makes my heart sing.
I was concerned that they only had rights to a few, like, artist songs, because they kind of did a couple back-to-back in the beginning, but then they started doing other songs.
Did they give Britney? Did they give Christina?
You got Britney. You got some Backstreet Boys. You got a bunch of other stuff, too. You had some Kelly Clarkson.
Wow, yes! Since you've been gone?
Was it Since You've Been Gone? Yes, it was. That's all. Of
course.
Okay, that was a spoiler.
Oh, sorry.
Me and my coworker, who was around the same age, and my other coworker, too, we were all, like, kind of mouthing the words to everything.
Yes! Oh, my God. I need to go see it.
And I thought it was funny. It had some good humor in it. So
I love a good musical. I love a funny musical.
So, yeah, that one was interesting. So, it was very...
into it.
Just like to what we were just talking about, like transness and queerness and stuff. It had some queer themes in it. It had some female, just like being yourself stuff. A lot of that. So it was very, nice. It was fun. It was a fun time. I had a good time.
Did you see that the governor, I think it was the governor of Tennessee too, was thirsting for this boy?
Oh,
in the comments.
No.
Oh my God. I think I have to just like really find it so that I don't mess up my facts.
No, that's so
weird. He was like, you're like, what did he say? I think he said something like, you are like the sunshine to this day or something like that. And it was like a picture of his whole ass. It was weird. And it's like, so you're behind all these laws, all these like anti-trans, anti-gay laws, and
all these people that are hating are
obviously you're in the fucking closet, my guy.
I feel like a lot of people who have so much hate in their heart do have some secret shit.
Yeah.
Trying to escape it.
Yeah. That
not all of them, but homophobia. Definitely a bunch of them.
It's nasty.
Yeah. I also, even with just regular speaking and other stuff and using they, them, and other people, I love all the videos that are like, if they use pronouns, that's a red flag. It's like, do you know I is a pronoun? Do you know? Have you never seen those videos?
No.
I usually see people stitching them and be like, do you not know what a pronoun is? And someone like mentioned
a pronoun is a red flag.
If they use pronouns, it's like, so what do I just say your name in third person for everything? It's like, but there was one, I don't know why the guy brought up like the Constitution or something, and this guy stitching was like, let's read the Constitution. I'm gonna read a new part every time a pronoun comes up. Next line, and all this other shit. Like, wow, people really don't understand basic grammar. And even before people really started using pronouns on themselves, I always used they, them if I didn't know, like, if someone left something, I didn't know who, it could just be a normal ass backpack. I don't know who has that. Like, hey, someone left their bag here. Could you find them? I don't know who it is, blah, blah, blah. There you go, they, them. That's all because I don't know who it is.
Also, to loop back on the languages thing, a lot of languages around the world don't have like the she, her pronoun. They don't use those pronouns.
Originally, a lot of, not current Tagalog now, which is kind of gendered, especially in like slang, but Baybayin and other stuff was very gender neutral. They also used to be more of a matriarch back in the day before like colonization and stuff. And then there's a lot of islander cultures did, for sure. They would have like a third gender, stuff like that. It's none of it's new. Also, for any TERFs or other people who are queer but don't believe in trans women and trans men, they're the only reason we have a pride.
Oh my God.
Angela P. Johnson was a trans woman, and Pride is a riot. It was a protest. You know, my sister didn't know that history either when I brought her to Stonewall and I had told her about it. Not a lot of people, and she's older than me, not a lot of people really know the history about it.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a big party now. It's because corporations want to market on it now, but you know, it is what it is.
So much, my God.
But even just using language or correcting people, you know how people always try to correct people in comments, like it's a he or whatever. There's this whole rant, and it was one of those am I the asshole stories. And it starts, I, 25 female, and my nephew, 4 male, and like go into the whole thing. And in the story though, she mentions that she has a girlfriend, and because it's part of the story, she was talking to her girlfriend or whatever. And because girlfriend is in there, so many people in the comments kept saying he or him. And not that it really matters, but I took screenshots of like the comments. But everyone who would correct them, like, oh, it's a she, they got mad. They would blow back so hard. But then the people who said she correctly, and then people corrected them, it's a he. Like, no, it's in the beginning of the story. It literally says 25 female. Most of them were pretty nice about it. They're like, no, they said it in the beginning of the story, and that's it. But all the people that were corrected, who were like, it's actually she, they were like, it doesn't fucking matter. It's like, something, respect her, shouldn't be, see, she said it correctly, her, and then his. Someone corrected them, his. It's like, OP is a woman, ? So she is a lesbian?
Oh my God.
And then the person answers back, yes. And the person came back again and was like, how do you know the OP is a girl? And then the comment after that was like, literally the first few words.
Dios mío.
People be getting mad just for semantics.
There was this one time, some person commented on one of my TikToks. I think it was like one of those like flex TikToks, right?
And what do you mean flex TikToks?
You know those ones that go like name, age, like where you're from.
Oh yeah.
And then I was one of those. And I think they were like, oh, I want to stay on this side of TikTok, right? Something like that. And in their picture, right, it looked like a man. It was just like a man. And then I replied, because I'm a little sassy. And I was like,
you're Latina.
Oh, no. I was like, you don't even go here.
He doesn't even go here.
You didn't go here. And then I was really embarrassed
hilarious.
And I was really embarrassed though because
that's hilarious.
I think they came back and they were like, and they ended up being a trans dude. And I was like,
wow.
And I had to reply, but I was like, I'm so sorry, dude. You're more than welcome here. And I was like, damn, my joke didn't land at all.
I was really hoping it was a guy.
No, man, it was like a trans person.
That's our brethren.
I know.
So you fucked up.
I said sorry. I fucked up so bad. But like as soon as I see someone that looks like a man, I'm like, oh God.
It's always weird. You know what's weird also? Charlie, you know, she's young and cute, and she'll post like, you know, some little saucy pictures. Not anything crazy or anything.
No.
Just her looking cute. But, you know, and I'll always like her. But you can see some of the first comments, you know. And once in a while, there's always like a weird man that's like saying something. I remember there was one video of hers when I was scrolling. There was like a random dude's comment. It was like, Lord, someone give me a girl like this. And in the photo, the man looks like in his 50s.
Dude.
And it's weird. It freaks me out. My girlfriend is 23.
Oh.
and I don't mind age gaps, but it's just the way they say things sometimes. And it's just really gross.
Very, very
I feel like that's something that would maybe be on one of your yoga posts or something. Like that kind of shit. When you're doing some sort of like pose or doing some type of thing.
Thankfully, I don't get a lot of those. You know
what? A lot of queers.
You know what I do get? when I stream on Twitch, I mean, obviously, I'm doing yoga on Twitch, and like my bare feet is just out there. So
you know, people screenshot your feet. You probably on Wiki feet.
Fuck, yo, you think so? I really hope not. But I've had a couple people get into my inbox on Twitch, like, you sell feet pics? Or feet pics. It's always about like feet pics all the time. I'm like, nah, I can't do feet pics. I don't know if I'm comfortable.
Why not? Who gives a fuck? It's just
I don't know if I'm comfortable with someone having pictures of my feet.
Especially if you don't have any tattoos on your feet. Who fuck cares? They can claim it all they want. It might not really be.
I don't even like my feet. I don't even like looking at my feet. Like, no. I just don't want it.
I don't bet people would be down for it. Like, I don't care. It's just feet.
No, I can't.
Look, people who sell feet pics, get your bag. I don't care. If you don't care, fucking do it, man. Fuck it.
I don't know. Maybe
if you're not comfortable, obviously don't.
Maybe
if you're fine with it, then it's.
I mean, my Twitch channel is just like it's so small right now. But if I do get a little crazy, if I do get a lot of people, follow me on Twitch. Okay. You never know what you're gonna get there. I don't know.
People make
some nice feet there.
Weird comments on some just normal videos sometimes, and I'm just like, it's so weird.
Why are those men who always comment that kind of creepy stuff?
I'm gonna find it.
Why are they always like? It's always a picture of them like in their car with like sunglasses on. Like, dude, isn't it
That's so specific,
weird?
And I know exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
About.
Like, they're always just kind of like, and it's such a weird picture. You know what I mean? It's like from like, I don't know where they take
like
it in their car.
They're just fucking bored and just.
It's always like them, sunglasses, little windbreaker.
They have like a hoodie or some shit.
You know, like, or some kind of like old looking type of jacket. I don't know. It's just, and it always either like a dad hat or like, it's weird. It's,
I also do feel like when women are commenting on other like hot, like queers or commenting on other hot queer things, women are still so awkward. They're just like, I'm no better than a man, or just like, you're beautiful, and you can, you know, just by reading it somehow I can hear the stutter in their voice.
Yeah. I've had a couple right here. Someone was like, "Hey, I'm shooting my shot, so if you down, hit me up."
I mean, they're honest. But it's so simple. She didn't
it's
say
really
some
simple.
weird. I've gotten some weird messages where like, oh, I think I might have deleted them.
It's always like really, really simple.
I've gotten messages like that go into like the request. Oh, I might have deleted them by now. But I've had some dudes try to slide in right. I'm like, it's so very clear. Well, okay, I guess I am bisexual, but it's very clear that I obviously have a partner.
Yeah, man. Like, come on. Yeah,
this one. Sure you want to do this?
Hi, my love. I came across you on TikTok and I just had to compliment you on your vibe and how beautiful you are. Just so nice.
We were so nice. Not all of them, obviously. You know, there's some
not all
low-key, very toxic lesbians.
Yeah, there was that one girl that DM'd me and she was like, babe. I was like, hey, babe. And then she proceeded to continue like commenting on my TikToks and then like inboxing me and saying like, hey babe, I commented on your TikTok. It's
obviously something that happens, but majority of the time people are it's just women trying not to be super awkward.
They always try to be super respectful and polite.
Me, I say sorry all the time. I'm like, you okay? I'm sorry.
You okay? You okay?
Is this okay?
Oh, that's so sweet.
I'm like too polite because I'm so awkward. I mean, I know you said I was awkward, but I feel so awkward.
I feel like you're not. Like, you're just, I don't think you never, like,
I'm overly polite, though. I'm very polite.
But I feel like I've never had that type of energy from you.
I have some stuff I'm ashamed of in my past. So.
Ooh.
Just because of how awkward I am.
Talk about it.
No, I don't. I've gotten better, but like I was much more awkward before, for sure.
I mean, I was definitely awkward. You remember for the Thanksgiving, for the Friendsgiving, I was definitely awkward when I was trying with
because she is also your friend now.
Yeah. During Friendsgiving, I was super awkward with this girl.
Another one of my friends.
So it was around like the World Cup time, you know, and everybody was watching the World Cup, you know, and she was also, you know. So she was like telling me like, oh, you know, everybody, I'm watching the World Cup, but you know, there's a lot of people that watch or whatever. You know, I was like, I could watch it with you.
Do you say it like that? I can watch it with you.
I probably did. I was also high as shit when I was talking to her.
Oh my God.
So I probably sounded so stupid.
Also, out of the two people, those are the two people that are usually late to things, and they were on time. Which
we were early too.
They were early, so they were alone while we were like trying to arrive with all the stuff for Friendsgiving.
And okay, so like I just don't want to talk to people, you know? Like I was so awkward. And like I was kind of like around her a lot during
you called me too, and I was like, oh, well, she got there too. You guys just hang out. And you went, no, I'm shy.
You said, no, I just wanted to pretend I didn't see her and just kind of keep smoking, whatever. No, but I was like, oh my God, just go keep her company.
Still love her. My good friend. God, if she ever watches this.
Oh God.
Love you.
I hope she doesn't.
Love you. We'll take a break to get you more alcohol and feel better about these stories.
I really need
So we need to take a break.
I really need this right now. And we're back.
We're back. What were we talking about earlier?
I'm sorry, I'm tipsy.
I have ADHD, so there's your excuse, there's my excuse. So
yeah. Dude, I
got snack cakes. I got you. You're going to take those home.
I'm so happy about that. Let me tell you.
It's my gift to Melissa.
Like, that is amazing. That is amazing. Oh, we're talking about working out. This is a big physical activity episode.
I mean, the last one we like went into work stuff and we started giving some shits and less giggles. It was...
We're getting deep here, okay? We're getting deep.
It was a little concerning.
We're still giggling though.
We can never not giggle. I don't know. We laugh at everything.
Yeah.
We're fucking clowns. Fucking clowns, oh my God. Man.
You know what I wish we were watching though? The Oscars.
When's that?
Tonight.
Oh, is it tonight?
Yeah. It might be going on now, too.
The Oscars?
The Oscars, yeah.
The Oscars?
The Oscars. Did you see that movie RRR?
I wanted to watch it, and my friend watched it literally yesterday. She posted about it. I was like, man, I did want to go watch
it. You have to watch it. It's on Netflix.
Is it streaming? Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll watch it.
It's a Netflix movie, yes.
I wanted to watch it when I had seen the trailer a while ago. I was like, this looks ridiculous.
Lorrie, when I tell you, it is one of the most insane movies I have ever watched in my entire life. Like, it's like the choreography, the production, cinematography, the shots, like the fucking CGI. Like, it is insane. I tell you, it's...
In the membrane?
Yeah.
In the brain. See, damn it, millennials. Relating everything to a fucking song.
It's what we do. I think it's our skill.
Because you just said, like, every little thing.
Uh-huh. Every little thing to magic. Oh, God.
And for some reason, every step I take... It also came into my head right after it. God, I told Melissa this when we were getting lunch. I got Just Dance for Charlie on the Switch. And don't get me wrong, we go all out. We'll do all the moves, but the Switch only reacts to one remote in your hand, like the Joy-Con. So really, you could technically sit there and just like follow the prompts, which is kind of lame. And I like Just Dance.
Like that. That's
the whack. First time I played Just Dance is when my friend had an Xbox Connect and we would play it and it had the camera. And I also remember when the PS3 also had the PSI. And I was like, man, I really want to get back to doing those games because it's the camera. You don't have to hold a fucking controller. You're just doing a thing.
What's going off?
There was a specific game I wanted to get. I wanted to get Dance Central. I found a Kinect with a controller, Xbox 360, and 3 games. And one of the 3 games is Dance Central 2. And I'm so excited about it. I got it for $50. And when that when that shit comes in, we're gonna fucking play that. I need to have Charlie to play it. We're gonna play it.
We're gonna play.
Should I set it up here because this is the bigger TV? I'm gonna be so tired. Which brings me to another thing. I was telling you that my mom kind of like doesn't really do anything active, but her health, you know, she's getting older, and my dad is trying to encourage her to go out to walk and stuff. And I was talking to her about this the other day. Years ago, when I was still living at the house, I used to have DDR on my PlayStation 1. And my mom we used to have a pad. We had the pads at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I taught my mom how to play it. And she used to play it all the time as a workout. But she also generally just thought it was fun.
Oh my God.
And I was talking to her over the phone. I was like, Mom, you remember that game? She was like, yeah, it was fun. I asked her, did you genuinely enjoy it? Because it always looked like you were enjoying it. She said, yeah, it was really fun. I did like it. So I said, if I got you that game and I bought you a pad for it, would you play it? Maybe that could get you back into moving again, and maybe it'll encourage you to get up and go walk with Dad or something. She said she was down, but the pad that I want to get her is like a legit like metal pad that has one of those arm bars that you can just hold.
Get out!
Well, mostly my mom is older, so I just figured the bar in the front could be helpful for her to get back into it.
Hell yeah.
So I might get my mom a DDR
I think that'll
pad.
definitely help, especially because when you know you're just like having fun, it doesn't feel like a workout. It doesn't feel like you have to do it.
I could have asked my dad to maybe build like a bar to hold on to, but the bar is like built into the pad and it's metal and stuff. But you can easily take it out and like put the pad off to the side if you're not using it. So I just thought it was easier.
Damn, so your dad is just handy. He just like
he used to build stuff all the time, but you know he's older now, so I don't want to make him build anything. I could build shit too. It's just like I'm building stuff downstairs, but it's hard because I live in an apartment. Sawdust gets everywhere. I have to vacuum every time I have to cut stuff.
Oh my God.
My dad has a house. So,
you have a wood cutter here?
Yeah, I have a circular saw, and I can build stuff. I think I'm just always apprehensive because I am in an apartment. But I realize it kind of doesn't matter. There's always construction around here. Who cares at this point? Because I was cutting up some of the wood boards for Charlie's like vanity I'm building.
She's building it's not that Charlie bad. A vanity. Like, what? Like, that's so fucking cute.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Also, I also feel like that's a stereotype queer woman thing to do too.
I didn't want to say it.
The building lesbians.
No, I didn't want to say it. Glad you did.
I'm the builder bisexual.
Yeah. We have to put it on a shirt. Just so handy.
Because I'm building that whole wall downstairs. Because I'm building a studio downstairs so that we don't have to take up the common space in my apartment. I have one roommate, but I don't like that I take up the common space on the weekend. So
yeah, we'll be moving. Stay tuned.
That's eventually going to be a thing. So
I'm drunk.
You are?
Yeah.
After the first one?
And this too. I've been sipping pretty fast. I was thinking about my favorite cartoons.
Yeah.
From back in the day. And I was thinking about...
Damn it, another song. Back in the day when I was not a kid anymore. I can't help
Wow.
It's so bad. It's really bad.
So yeah, I was thinking about my favorite cartoons from back in the day. And I think that most of my faves were either on Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network.
I think we had talked
about this. Did we talk about this already?
No, but like off camera.
Oh!
Because I think you asked me what my ranking was.
Oh, yes. Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon,
Disney.
Or Disney Channel.
That was the exact order.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel.
Yeah. Best Cartoon Network had the best
like Cartoon
shit.
Network had like Boomerang also, and Nickelodeon had like other shows that you wouldn't watch till like in the evenings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like Disney shows, obviously, but obviously they're a little cleaner than.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Cartoon Network, people really are concerned about TV shows or drag queens and stuff, but do you guys watch the shit that I watch? Do you remember the fucking Satan and Cow and Chicken and his butt is out all the time? I had
him from Powerpuff Girls. 2
homoerotic Satan characters in both him, I said her, the singer, him, which was also a band, but him in Powerpuff Girls,
like so flamboyant.
And dude, when they beat people up, their faces would be fucked up and shit. I don't think that was,
that wasn't appropriate either. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I think it was. Oh my god, that too. Like, I watched some wild cartoons.
Ed, Edd and Eddy. Butter Toast. That guy. That's Ed. You like Butter Toast?
Butter Toast.
Talk about another show where again heterosexuality came in. Those 3 sisters that loved Ed and Eddy, they always kissing up on them.
Mm-hmm. Another one. What about
Rocko's Modern Life on Nickelodeon?
Rocko's Modern Life was one of my favorites.
And Mrs. Big Head was obsessed with him. Mrs. Big Head loved Rocko.
Rocko was a kangaroo, right?
Wallaby.
He
says it all the time in the show.
Wallaby. Right. That one was good.
And Mrs. Big Head was lusting after him all the time. Mr. Big Head be mad.
Cow and Chicken was another one that I loved too.
Cat Dog was the weirdest show. My mom was concerned why I watched that show, but I watched it. But I still watched it because I thought they were funny.
The weirdest fucking show. What else?
My sister asked me how they poop. I was like, I have no idea. It's human centipede situation, I'm sure.
Yeah, you'll definitely. What else?
Angry Beavers. I've never wanted to eat a piece of wood until they had those lickety splits, and it's the way I look at Swiss rolls. They're like lickety splits.
One show that I knew that I wasn't allowed to watch, but I watched it was Ren and Stimpy.
I watched it.
Ren and Stimpy was fucking weird.
You know what's wild? I watched all those shows, but my mom didn't want me to watch Power Rangers. I still watch Power Rangers, but
why?
I don't know, violence or something.
Power Rangers had like, what kind of violence did it have really?
They fight, but it's cheesy fight.
It was
stuff.
All I remember for Power Rangers was the smoke that would just kind of like appear.
No, and they're always
when they're
fighting, but they're posing in the air.
Yes,
that was their fight.
They were barely fighting. Did you ever see that new Power Rangers movie?
Yeah.
Was it good?
I liked it. I think a lot of people hated on it, but I don't know. I heard a lot of hate.
I heard a lot of hate on it.
I personally liked it. Is it the best movie ever? No, but was it like a decent movie to watch? I was like, it's a good movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm drunk, so I think we should cut it.
Oh. Well, okay, the second half really was shorter.
Yeah, boom, there it is.
But we had food, we had snacks, we had drinks, and this one is drunky drinks.
Woo!
Drink.
Thanks for watching.
But catch us new episodes every Thursday at 1 p.m.
Eastern time.
And then our tags are 30s Dirty Thoughtin on TikTok, Instagram. That's our YouTube channel name also.
Yes.
And our email, if you guys have any queries or
queer queries
or comments or whatever, it's actually 30 Dirty Thoughtin without the S because we fucked up.
Yeah, but it's okay.
But it's 30 Dirty Thoughtin.
Just leave out the S.
Otherwise, everything else is 30s Dirty Thoughtin. So come find us.
Yeah.